Well, he did it. He did it. He did it. He did it, gang. Aaron Judge wins the MVP, American League 2025. So happy to be a Yankee fan. So proud to be a Yankee fan right now. Really. Congratulations to Aaron Judge. Congratulations to Shohei Ohtani winning 2025 NL MVP. I'm more surprised at that one because Shohei Ohtani won unanimously, whereas Aaron Judge did not. I didn't think Aaron Judge would, but I didn't think Shohei Ohtani should have won unanimously, either over Kyle Schwarber. Okay, I don't think I don't agree with that, but I'm not surprised that he won. And guys, we're watching history here, right? Judge back-to-back MVPs, Ohtani back-to-back MVPs, Skubal back-to-back Cy Youngs. Okay, we're watching a very unique era of baseball right now. So I hope you can all appreciate it, right? I really do, and because I know I do, and we're lucky to have Aaron Judge here. So now that the awards are over, the next couple things that are going to happen are going to be what? Going to be qualifying offer decisions, and then tender, non-tender decisions. So, and that's going to be the next kind of layer of things that happen, so that Brian Cash will have we'll have a better idea of what the market's going to look like and what might be available. And because they might be focused right now on certain trades, but certain players might get non-tendered, which might have them pivot from trades to free agency if that's the case, right? So, or might pivot the type of trades that they make. So there's still a lot to happen before the winter meetings, right? And what do we know too? We knew at the GM meetings happening the last couple of days. We know that some GMs told John Morosi especially that they're looking for what? They're looking for an outfielder. And several GMs are looking for a player with control beaters who could be an everyday outfielder. And what do we also know? That Tatsuya Mai, according to someone in NPB in Japan, that he wants to come to a team that does not have established Japanese stars. So if that is true, then you rule out the Dodgers immediately. But we'll see, right? Now, yeah, I wouldn't say the greatest player ever. He's had some of the greatest seasons ever, but the greatest player ever? No. I don't listen to those folks that say that anyway, so. He is great, there's no doubt about it. But the greatest ever? Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. I mean, Barry Bonds, 7-time MVP. You got Babe Ruth, you got Ty Cobb, you got Lou Gehrig, you got Mickey Mantle, you got Willie Mays. All these guys. Rogers Hornsby, historic players. Historic. Okay? Ohtani needs 7, 8 more years of that to be considered in the conversation. Greatest Japanese player ever, hands down. No doubt about it. Daniel, I agree 1,000%. 1,000%. Yeah, exactly. A lot of folks in Cooperstown will have something to say about it. And is he building a Hall of Fame career? Yeah, sure. So is Aaron Judge. No. And it is tough because back in the day, stadiums were bigger, so it was a different game. It was a different game. You don't have all the resources. I mean, they're basically creating new rules for him, right? As a DH, he can stay in the game. When he gets out of the game as a pitcher, he can go DH. Like that never happened before. They're creating new rules for Shohei Ohtani, even preferential treatment. Like that would never happen before, but it's happening now, right? So he's changed the game in his own way. It really is. I didn't even mention Tony Gwynn, Pete Rose. Like, my goodness, there's so many phenomenal ball players that are up there. Nobody's ever done a 50-50 season. Yes, Shohei Ohtani has. One of the most historic seasons ever. No doubt about it. But the greatest player ever? Yeah, I don't know about that. Not yet. Not yet. So Aaron Judge has had some of the greatest seasons ever, too. 50-plus home runs. He also just won a batting title, 330. right? So, and Cal Raleigh had a great season too. Probably the best season ever for a catcher, right? There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that, right? But that's what's going on right now. There's really not much rumors going on. Well, people are saying, oh, the Yankees should be looking into, here's a perfect fit. Those aren't rumors, okay? That's just crap that people provide for clickbait on Twitter and YouTube. Those are none of these no rumors. Yankees are not in dialogues right now with the Twins regarding Byron Buxton, okay? Paul Skeens shot down the clickbait stuff yesterday that he wanted to be traded to the Yankees. He's not going to let something like that leak if it's true. I mean, come on. Well, if the Padres are going to sell, automatically there's going to be that's not Tatis rumors. People saying that they should trade. The Yankees should be pursuing Tatis. Whenever you sell a franchise like that, the new ownership is probably going to want to sell off a major player, right? So they can kind of build it their own way. And he's the most expensive, most valuable there. But there's not rumors. I mean, there is news out that the Padres are planning on selling. That's not really a rumor now. We know that. So, well, yeah, actually, exactly. If you pull the pitcher out of the game, you should lose the DH. Exactly. He gets to go right to DH and still stay in the game and hit. You know, and he's the only player that gets to do that. So, I met Tony Gwynn too. He's a super nice guy. I also met Dave Winfield at the Omni Hotel. I would not want Tatis, no. Not at that price. He's 26 years old, good player, but no, I pass. Stephen B. was good. Congratulations, the judge is definitely in order. Definitely in order. And again, he did not win unanimously. Ohtani did. Right? Yeah, he is kind of injury prone. Some of the injuries are freak injuries, Tatis, but he also got popped with juicing, and more like it's too much baggage with a supremely talented player. It really is. Bonus. I don't know what type of bonus, but maybe the Yankees might get a draft pick. I have to look that up. Compensation. Let's have a look here and see. Oh, also, he makes Yankee history. Okay, he's one of 4 Yankees: Joe DiMaggio, Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle, and now Aaron Judge to win 3 MVPs. Only one of 4 in history. I heard the Yankees are in trade talks. They were going to trade. Yeah, I heard Stroman for Ohtani, but they're waiting for the Dodgers to add somebody like Freeman to the deal because Stroman is still like too much. But for those who haven't heard, the Yankees did reach out to the Cardinals today about Brendan Donovan. No. And that's not a rumor. That actually happened. And there's really not rumors going on right now. These aren't rumors that people are talking about. Right? Daniel, yeah, I mean, look, if you get Cody and Tatsuya Mai, then it makes it easier for them to make multiple trades. It might make it easier for them to add Okamoto. If you get Tucker and Mai, then most likely they can't get Okamoto. They have to make trades. But unless they have some maneuvering of the payroll, unless House says, you know what, let's go. Out-Dodger the Dodgers, out-Met the Mets. Unless he says that, which I don't know if he's going to do that, but I'm not really sure he wants to operate, at a loss. Right? Look at the Mets, historic spending, they lost $350 million this past year, so. Right? Well, Cashman suggested that, they're going to be aggressive, but until we see it, I don't know. I really don't know. We'll see what happens. We have to wait until we get Grisham's decision on the QO. We have to wait until see who gets non-tendered, how much more payroll room the Yankees get, and other teams. The deadlines for both of those next week, so we're going to find out a lot more information next week. And then the 19th, Tatsuya Imai's posting window officially starts. And then the only other guy that's yet to be posted that's of a significant name would be Okamoto. He has not his posting window has not started yet. Murakami's has. Imai's will start next week. Yeah. But that Paul Skeens to the Yankees thing was not a rumor. That was a lie that so many people ran with yesterday. Nobody got corroboration on it at all. But people needed to be the first person to report on clickbait. Right? Congratulations to the clickbait patrol. Really, congratulations. No. But that's Jonathan. There he is. My esteemed friend, my esteemed colleague, Jonathan, right there. My partner in crime with the trade deadline. Oh, yeah. Do I think the Yankees would consider they might. I mean, honestly, it depends on a couple things. If they bring back, if Grisham accepts his qualifying offer, which I don't think he will do, the Yankees are expecting him and they're confident that he's going to reject it, but that frees up money, right? Now, I just make sure that I get corroborating stuff from everything. And I'll tell you who the source is. I'll tell you, but I make sure it comes from multiple places. But that Paul Skeens saying he wanted to trade, right away, he's not going to handcuff his own team, right? And right now, it's baseball clickbait all over the place. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. And you're surprised. I mean, people with tens of thousands of subscribers put out this clickbait stuff, and people actually fall for it and they listen to it. This is a phenomenal year for Aaron Judge. And again, another reason I give him the MVP is the Yankees, they lost 3 of their starters for a bunch of the year, right? They lost Jay Cousins for the whole year. They lost Oswaldo Cabrera for the whole year. And a couple other relievers. And Aaron Judge carried this offense for much of the season, right? So for those reasons alone, Aaron Judge is, in my book, the MVP, the well-deserved MVP. But I'm not surprised that Cal Raleigh won a bunch of first base votes either because of the year that he had, which was an unbelievable year. Now, I expect at least 4 players to be non-tendered also. I mean, there might be more than that. Could be upwards up to 7. No, that's way too much for Scuba. Hill, Spencer Jones, and George Lombard? No, there's no way. Way too much for Scuba. 1 year Scuba? I think they're going to, and what's crazy? We're going to know, that's right, LV, back to back, baby. We're going to know about the Japanese players most likely before Cody Bellinger. Because Cody Bellinger isn't Scott Boras' client. And Scott Boras likes to drag out free agency into those offseason. So we'll find out about Amai before Cody Bellinger, most likely. We'll probably find out about Amai before Kyle Tucker. Right? And that's just, they have a specific window. Specific 45-day window once the posting went. And they have 45 days to come to terms, pick your team, and come to terms with the team. Otherwise, he has to go back to Japan. That's clickbait. That's a lie, Daniel. Not that LV. That's a lie. A bunch of people ran about Skeens yesterday, and Skeens shot it down last night. A total lie. He's not going anywhere this year, Paul Skeens. It makes 0 sense for the Pirates to trade him this year. Yep. Yeah. I do think the Yankees add a starter. That's why they're going after Amai from Japan. Rodon won't start the season on time. Cole won't start the season on time. And I mentioned this to some of the other guys like Fried and Will Warren and even Cam Schlittler. They're coming off career-high innings pitched, career-high workloads. So we've got to ease them back into. Otherwise, they're going to be risking injury too. Clark Schmidt's going to miss most of the season. So Luis Hill, we don't know what we're going to get from. Hello, Tiffany. How are you? We don't know what we're going to get from Hill either. So they will be pursuing a starter. Who? I don't know. I hope it's Amai. I mean, Bellinger and Amai would be a nice offseason. Or Bellinger and Tucker and Amai. Either one of them. Right? No, I don't want Bichette. We don't need Bichette. Gallen's going to make a lot. He's attached to a qualifying offer, too. Tucker, I don't know. I mean, I have predicted him if about 10 years, 375. Something like that. I'm not giving him 500. There's no way. But again, Tucker will make it harder for the Yankees to add players to him. Bellinger will not. And that's exactly. Skeen's not going to say anything to hurt his free choice. Exactly, Jonathan. You know right there that it was clickbait. And I'm surprised that most of the YouTube channels went with it yesterday. And nobody fact checked it. Not a single channel. Absolutely embarrassing. Well, the Yankees did reach out, Daniel Tay, to the Cardinals about Brendan Donovan. I know that. They reached out to the Cardinals today. I think we have a better chance at Donovan than we do some of these other folks. Well, let's see exactly. And keep in mind, too, and I mentioned this earlier, like whether it's Tucker or Cody Bellinger or even Stephen Kwan, they all profile better as a corner infielder. Meaning what? You're going to need a good center fielder. We have an elite center fielder in AAA named Spencer Jones. So it makes sense for any one of those guys that are going to be left, and I think it'll be probably one of these three guys, to have Spencer Jones in center field. All right. Donovan, we have he's officially available now. So I think we have a much better chance of getting Donovan. He could provide a lot of versatility for this Yankee team. He could also provide him a leadoff hitter. So exactly, Jonathan. If Skeens had said stuff like that, it would cost his team all the leverage, and it would cost himself a lot of money. Exactly. Bellinger already said he's open to coming back. So, and then Cashman already made it clear that they would like to have him back. So we'll see what happens. Nobody's going to really show their cards just yet, right? So, I don't know. But like I said, John, like we have to wait and see what the qualifying offer decisions are. That's next week. We have to wait and see who the tender, non-tender guys are. Because we have some guys, some other teams that might become free agents that weren't going to be free agents before. So those things have to happen before any big trades or signings. At least big ones. But the Yankees can, they can sign Brian Yarbrough. They can sign Ahmed Rosario. Like guys like that, they can make fringe signings. They could do that, or even fringe trades. Nothing big is going to happen until these decisions are made I don't think, for any team. So I wouldn't expect any blockbuster moves just yet. These things have to happen so that teams have a better understanding of what the market's going to bear. All right. Yeah, I'm curious too, Jonathan. It's going to be, we'll see. It's the deadline to protect players next week for the Rule 5. That's right, CWE. Judge in the house, baby. Number 3 should be 4. And that freaking Jose Altuve. I can't believe he won that. And Ohtani's got 4 now. He's won 2 in both leagues. No. I saw Donnie Baseball did a photo. I sent it to some of my people. Did a little photo op with a couple kids today, and they asked him about, would you ever come back to pinstripes? And he said, for every door that closes, another door opens. Like, he did not rule it out. He did not rule it out. Of course, he's not going to lay out his cards either. But if I'm the Yankees, I would bring him back in any capacity. I just want to get him back to the Yankee family. Him and I think Aaron Judge are some of the greatest MVPs, especially in the Yankees, that never won the World Series. And I'd love for them to win one together. I think Donnie Baseball, he doesn't want to count his chickens just yet, but I do think he knows it's realistic. I think we know it's realistic. How possible? I mean, I don't know, but it can happen. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yes, we would welcome him back with open arms. You got that right. You got that right. And for those that haven't heard, I put out a short the other day. James Rosen, the guy who's the Yankees hitting coach who was applying for the Twins managerial job, he lost that, but they're interviewing him for a bench coach now. So he still might leave the Yankees, Rosen. So that's another thing we'll find out soon too. The Yankees reached out to the Cardinals today, Tiffany, about Brendan Donovan. They've reached out to the Cardinals today. That I know. And I don't know how far they got conversations, but I'm sure it's just preliminary right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Donnie Baseball would coach. I mean, you could bring him in as an advisor or a spring. I don't care what the hell you bring him. Just bring him back to the Yankees, please. Right? Yeah, Donovan's gettable for the Yankees. Cardinals need pitching. They made that clear already. Cardinals need pitching. I'd give him probably 2 pitchers, maybe a third prospect too. Got that right, franchise. Judge winning is definitely badass. Mm-hmm. Carried the team despite a lot of injuries this year. A lot of injuries. Which makes me very happy. Just damn proud to be a Yankee fan right now. Damn proud to be an Aaron Judge fan. Yeah, I'm excited for him and his family. Oh, if something, Tiffany, you know that. If something happens, I don't care where I'm at. I could be in the mountaintops of Mount Kilimanjaro. If I have my phone on me, I will put out a short. So everything is good, franchise. How you doing, brother? No, it's going to cost more than Hill for Donovan, but Hill and somebody maybe Hill and a good pitching prospect, maybe. But I don't think there's a 1-for-1 player. Unless they offer Schlittler, which I don't think I know they're not going to do. So keep that neighborhood on point, franchise. Keep it up and running, man. Keep them on their toes, brother. Keep them on their toes, man. Show them how it's done. I don't know if it's Lagrange and Go. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. The Cardinals, yeah. I mean, they're Donovan and Lars Nootbaar and obviously Nolan Arenado, but we don't need Arenado. Donovan's somebody I would, yeah. Well, if you get Bellinger, then you don't need Kwan as well. You don't need both of them. One or the other, I'm okay with. Mitch Keller, I don't know if he's going to get traded by the Pirates. I'm not sure, at least yet. Yeah, he would be a leadoff hitter. Donovan, yes, he would. Schlittler is off limits for Donovan, yes. I mean, I'm pretty confident they would say off limits too. And I don't know if the Cardinals would ask for him anyway. Kwan could be a leadoff hitter too. Yep. We need to have guys that put the ball in play and get on base in front of Judge. Right. I think McMahon will be better offensively too. Just like I think Duvall will be better and Jake Bird will be better. They get a full offseason. Jake Bird, he's developed a cutter since then. He's been generating like a 50% strikeout rate or almost 50% K rate in the last part of the season in AAA. So he'll be better as well. How am I overrating Donovan? They'll make moves. They'll make moves. I didn't say he was going to play second, Donovan. I'm not moving Jazz. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm not moving Jazz. Cole is back in May, which excites me too. Yeah. Donovan's an on-base percentage guy. He got speed. He plays good defense. Plays multiple positions. He could be a Ben Zobus for us, which we don't have right now. No, right, Tiffany? But the news of the night, right? A move the Yankees make that would surprise me. If they traded Rice or Wells, that would surprise me. Mm-hmm. Well, Skeens is not available, Andrew. They made it clear. It doesn't make sense for them to trade him anyway, at least this offseason. This is last year pre-arb. He's going to make like 820,000 salary, and after this year, he's going to go up to like 25 million. That's when he'll get traded, probably next offseason when it becomes expensive. It's one reason why the Pirates are trying to trade Mitch Keller right now. Alonso, you think he'll make that much? All right, 30 likes. Keep hitting that like button, gang. Cody and Tucker? Yeah, it would surprise me, too. Neither one of them is an elite center fielder. That's the problem. So, Scuba would be kind of a surprise. So, what do I think it'd take to get him? Scuba in free agency, Andrew? Is that what you're asking? If he pitches well again, $400 million it's going to cost probably. Most likely. If I had to guess, it would be about $400 million. He would definitely get the highest contract ever of any pitcher. Yeah, my main man NFP's in the building. Make sure if anybody's not subscribed to NFP in the strike zone, please make sure you do that right now. It's my guy right there. Where the haters at is right. Aaron Judge, baby, does it again. If they somehow made Skeens available next offseason, you know the Yankees would be in on him. You know that. And it doesn't make any sense. He puts butts in the seats. They have him for pennies on a dollar. And it doesn't make any sense to trade Skeens right now. So, and he's not going to, again, strip his team of any leverage. And it doesn't make any sense. Got that right, NFP. Donovan, I think he'd be an underrated piece. Like if they got Amaya and Bellinger, I don't know. I mean, if they got Amaya and Bellinger, they could still get Okamoto. I would do that. If they somehow got Tucker and Amaya, then Donovan's got to be the guy. Donovan checks a lot of boxes here for the Yankees. Multiple positions, can be a leadoff hitter, plays good defense. He's a hard-nosed player, he's a gamer, puts the ball in play. Doesn't strike out a lot. So he checks a lot of boxes for the Yankees. Paul Skeen, I don't think he's Scott Boras. Let's check. Check you right now. Paul Skeens. ISE baseball, so he's not represented by Scott Boras. Tarek Skubal is. So is Cody Bellinger, so is Imai, so is Okamoto. They're all represented by Boras. Yeah. Probably if we get Donovan, we could probably move Cabrera for an arm or something like that. That'd be my guess. Well, exactly too, Cillian. He's not going to ruin, the legacy. He wants to. While he's there, he wants to be endeared by the fans and by the team. He wants to have a good relationship with them. I can't see Skeens trying to sabotage his team. Right? Yeah. Max Fried's first season in New York, but the stuff. Thank you, Jonathan. Second career MLB first team. All MVP first team. MLB first team. See, well done, Max Fried, man. Well done. It's cool, man. I like when these guys get. And he was fourth place in Cy Young Award winner in voting too. I mean, it'd be wise to consider unless they're really confident that Lombard is going to replace him, unless they have Lombard projected for second. But the or short. But the problem is they've got Dax Kilby, who's like trending towards being rated higher than Lombard. So they've got a lot of shortstops, man. A lot of them. I wouldn't do Stroman unless it was like a 9-year deal, Lorenzo. 10-year deal. Bellinger, it will be cheaper than Tucker, yes. Yeah, I think Fried would have probably had better running at Cy Young too, had he not gotten hurt. I agree. Yeah, I would be fine if they kept Jazz. I really would. Yeah, can you imagine that? Skeens, Cole, Fried, Rodon, Cam. My goodness. My goodness. Dax Kilby is very highly touted. One of their better draft picks in a while. One of their better draft picks in a while. Stroman, probably. Alonso, I don't know if he's a fit here. Where are you going to play him, Lorenzo? Where are we playing? Because I'm pretty confident when I say Rice is going to stay at first and Wells is going to stay behind the plate. Although I would get a Rice a more suitable platoon mate in a righty bat. Yeah, Kilby's got like very athletic. He's got range. He's got he's got a lot of things going for him. Kilby, he lights up the metrics charts all over the place. All right, yeah, I heard the Red Sox are going to try and build a super pen too. I don't know if that means Helsley or Devin Williams or whoever else is going to be out there. Murakami's unfortunately, he would struggle here. I think he would struggle here. Oh yeah, heck yeah for Lombard. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, got a very unique training regimen. I don't know if you've seen. I've seen footage of Skeens working out in the offseason. He's a beast. He's a beast. Paul Skeens. He really is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Daniel. Like the right-handed hitting catcher. There aren't many out there. So like I mean, if you get a JT Realmuto and you can get him without having to feel like he's going to start all the time, then I don't think there's any better number 2 catcher in baseball. Yeah, I do think Bregman goes back to the Sox, right? I do. Tried to cash in, but I don't think he was going to get much more Bregman. But who knows? He might get some more money. He had what? He had like 93 left. He'll probably get more than 100. Yeah. Only money. Duran, yeah, I made a trade rumor a while back with Duran goes to the Padres. Now the Padres, I mean, they're down 2-3 arms. They need arms. Padres, they would definitely need arms. Yes, they did. 5 catchers. And if you look at the international free agents, number 1 is one of the assets who's already penciled into the Yankees. But then I think it's 2 and 5 or 3 and 5. They're all catchers. So if I'm the Yankees, I'm looking to recoup some catching depth. Yep. Nah, I don't think so. kind of like the NBA MVP. It's just all league, right? NFL MVP, all league. Um, I'm not sure. Strowman's not coming back. Yeah, I'm surprised that Schwarber didn't get any first place votes. I'm surprised. I don't know how Ohtani was unanimous. I really don't. I mean, it's an insult to Kyle Schwarber. Yep. Yeah, I think when Cole comes back, he'll be pushing Freed and pushing Rodon, pushing all the guys. He'll be a much better team when Cole comes back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Schwarber, I could see 5. Mm, yeah. Schwarber, I can also see getting like a 4-year deal for a monster contract too. Well, based on his metrics, Murakami might need a little bit of a longer adjustment period to majors than some of the other guys would. When Cole comes back, yeah, they will. He comes back, I think, in May. LA could be the Padres, could be the Mariners, Murakami, but I at the end of the day, I think he'll probably wind up on the West Coast. Yeah. Yes, indeed. But that's it, gang. I want to get this news out there. Aaron Judge, our MVP, is 2025 American League MVP. Our guy, our Yankee. Shohei Ohtani, Aaron Judge. It can't be any more fun than that. Unbelievable. Really. But stay tuned. Everybody that's in here, excuse me, by the way, so if it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the 161. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that right now. And then anybody in here that doesn't have their notifications turned on, turn on your notifications. That way you'll know exactly when I go live. You'll know exactly when I put out something. You'll be notified of it. All of a sudden, you'll be popping your phone. You don't even have to go out looking for it. No. Yeah. They're definitely inquiring about Imai already, quite actively. And Imai's made a couple of interesting comments this week. I don't know if you heard. No. Mm-hmm. Oh, the captain, yeah, man. Mhm. Yep. Got that right too, chosen one. You got that right. We'll see who draws the attention this coming year. We'll see. Well, I think it's going to be a couple of bats or pitchers or not sure. But let me let y'all go, gang. Thanks so much for joining me. Hit the like button on the way out. I promise. Well, actually, let me check first. Make sure nothing pops up right now. That way. Mitch Keller is drawing interest as a trade star. We know this. Yeah, nothing beyond the MVPs today. At least yet. Like I said, next week we'll know more. We'll know more. Bonds won 4 straight innings. He won 7 total. You know? He's a freak too. Bonds, absolute freak. But yes, I'm no doubt about it, right? No doubt about it. I'm gonna go get a shower, go get some rest. Long day. Tomorrow's another day. And peace and love to all of you. You are the best. And again, congratulations to Aaron Judge. Congratulations to Shohei Ohtani. Congratulations to Tarek Skubal. Those 3 guys back to back. Skubal, back to back Cy Youngs. Ohtani, back to back MVPs. Judge, back to back MVPs. We are watching a very special time with baseball right now. So enjoy it as much as you possibly can. While the other knuckleheads try to pound on people and try to trash the Yankees and blah, blah, blah. Let them. Let them. Let them. So go have a great night, everybody. Peace and love, gang, and I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll have a couple people there reporting for me at the winter meetings, Andrew. I won't personally be there.